A man with such a distinguished youthful career should not choose to ruin it with a sad chapter. The popular Nigerian author and lawyer Bemiho Renu Omokri took to his official Twitter account to warn Professor Wole Soyinka on his cunning acts in political interference. Wole Soyinka brought the worst ruler in Nigeria's history to power. Renu Omokri condemns Professor Wole Soyinka for supporting President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015 and now trying to attack the president for his inactions. According to Mr. Renu Omokri, Professor Wole Soyinka set a legacy for himself in his youthful age, but he can choose to ruin the legacy in his elderly age if he does not take responsibility for voting the allegedly worst ruler in the history of Nigeria in the year 2015. Renu Omokri believes that Wole Soyinka knows how terrible Muhammadu Buhari was because it was evident in his first administration in 1983 in Nigeria. Being aware of these facts, Professor Wole Soyinka still decided to campaign and support the ambition of the incumbent president to attain his dream in 2015. Now in 2020, he is now attacking and criticizing him. Renu Omokri insinuates that Professor Wole Soyinka is playing a cunning, dirty and dangerous game which may bounce back on him and ruin his career. Renu Omokri explains that the game Wole Soyinka is playing is simply that he is a culprit owing to the fact that he aided and abetted the worst president over to rule his country. Now he's pretending to be the victim of the maladministration. Wole Soyinka should not complain about the General Muhammadu Buhari's administration. He should just accept the responsibility of bringing the worst ruler in Nigeria's history to power. He should thereafter apologize and honorably bow out and live the rest of his years preserving his legacy. Renu Omokri speaks. Nigerian author has accused the professor of literature Wole Soyinka for supporting and voting for the alleged worst ruler in the history of Nigeria's democracy. Renu Omokri says he does not expect Professor Wole Soyinka to be criticizing or attacking the president in any form. Professor Wole Soyinka is urged to leave political realm and live the rest of his life honorably so as not to destroy his long-term legacy. He also says that Professor Wole Soyinka witnessed the misrule of the president in his term in office as a general in 1983 to 1985. He says that Professor Wole Soyinka knows that what happens now could happen before he voted Buhari and supported his administration in 2015. Thus, he does not have the right to criticize his administration now. He tweets that Wole Soyinka is not some 30-year-old guy who did not witness the misrule of the first general Buhari in 1983 to 1985. He knew Buhari for what he is, yet he campaigned for him. That is not honorable. Accept responsibility for your project. He also blasts Soyinka for his wrong behavior because he's not a victim. He got the president his presidential seat. Thus, he should not appear like a victim but a culprit. He says Wole Soyinka wants to eat his cake and then have it. He wants to run the R and O's with the hound. He's a victim. He's an enable. He wants to eat his cake and have it. He wants to run the R and hunt with the hound. A man with such a distinguished youth should not choose to end with so sad a chapter. He believes that Professor Wole Soyinka's voting for Buhari in 2015 was never a mistake. It was intentionally done. Lastly, Renu tweets that once is a mistake, twice is a conscious choice. The mistake was General Muhammadu Buhari's first disastrous rule. Campaigning for him in 2015 was not a mistake. It was a choice. Fool me once but fool me twice, then shame on me. It is evident in the last tweet that Renu Omokri believes that Professor Wole Soyinka's voting for Buhari in 2015 was never a mistake. It was intentionally done. Thus, he should accept the repercussion of his choice and not run from it. This is the opinion of Mr. Renu Omokri, and everyone has a right to have an opinion. You can kindly drop your opinion in the comment section and let's hear what you think. So guys, I totally disagree with Reno Mokri on this. I totally disagree. Since 1999, let's even leave the military regime. Since 1999 to date, all of them, they have done badly. They have done badly. Even the good luck that is saved. They should not come and be telling us what is not. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? We are celebrating 21 years or observing, whether celebrate or 21 years of a democracy since 1999. At the end of the day, where are we today? Like I always say, no matter the position that you have occupied before now, no matter what you have done, what we are concerned today is the state of the economy, the state of the country. And as those who led at various times, they must give account of what they did. And summing it up now, as we speak today, Nigeria is not a place that one can be proud of. And those who have led us, who have ruled us, whichever way they want to put it, they failed us. They did so bad. That is just the way it is. If we want to try to go into his administration that he served, and is it is he going to be exonerating himself? We know a lot of shenanigans, a lot of atrocities that were committed, in those in their administration where he served. Just that they always say that, okay, out of two devils, you have to choose one. All of them, they are the same. So what is he coming to tell us? If you campaign for somebody because somebody you felt that, okay, the person must have done wrong. It is my opinion, and that is the opinion, and he cannot tell the man not to speak. He has the right to speak, and that is the kind of people we talk about. If you feel that somebody will be able to do something because of where you are coming from, and if the person misbehaves, and that's why it irritates me when people start to call, oh, Shore was part of the people that brought in Buhari and whatever. And so what? The people that are complaining now, when things were going bad in the PDP that time, you guys did not say anything. Everything that was done that time, you guys, you loved it. And those who were criticizing it, now today, they are singing a different song entirely. Kudos to those who will stand that no matter what, irrespective, for the fact that I supported you, I felt, I thought you could do something, and at the end of the day, you are not meeting up to expectation. The same people, those who have integrity, will still come out and say, no, what you are doing is wrong. What you are doing is wrong. There is no politician that can really be trusted. The same people, they will tell you, some of the politicians, they will tell you they never wore shoe until when they were 17 years. At the end of the day, they suffered. They tasted this poverty, but as soon as the power is being given to them, they change totally. They cannot even relate with the poor people. So what are we talking about? And so what? And because he supported the man, kudos to those who supported Buhari, those who supported him that time, and now they are speaking. It is a shame to those who supported him and know that things are going wrong and they cannot speak. What are we talking about? So you want to tell us that your own government or the government that you served was better off? No. We know all of those rubbish that happened during that time. So what are we talking about? Kudos to the man because he's speaking now. Can him of a fact, Reno Mokri, can you of a fact speak about the wrongdoings in your administration that you served? Can you boldly say it if you are not hypocritical? I don't like people who always have because this and that. I don't just like it. The only people you can blame are those people who know that things are going wrong and they cannot speak. Those are the people that you can really blame. But if he supported you and you are not meeting up to expectation, it's just like you are employing somebody. The person will tell you, I can do this, I can do this. You can see the credentials of that person. But at some point, even if the person is good, but on the job and the person, there are a lot of things that you might not know from the beginning. Even if you know something from the beginning, you give some people query. Why do we give them query? If you said, okay, maybe Buhari did not do well, even in whatever, and people just believe that, okay, for that long period of time, he must have learned a lesson. Nobody voted for him during their military. They forcefully came in. It's a different ballgame entirely. And now you are coming as a democratic president. It's a different ballgame entirely. People have to give you that benefit of the doubt, and you came in and there's no difference, and you expect them to continue to clap for him. It's not done that way. I totally disagree with him on that. I disagree. You cannot come and tell us that your government was saints. What are we talking about? PDP was bad. This one is worse. That's what we are talking about. Come sit down. Those who were chanting, people like you who were praising your administration to high heavens. You didn't want people to criticize your administration. Now you have the boldness to criticize other people's administration. And that is where the hypocrisy lies, that we are not getting it at all. And we will not get it if we continue like that. Because in every at some point when we have a ruling party or present government of the day, you will see people who are going to be following and supporting them because of what they want to get. What are we talking about? Can you boldly come and tell us a lot of things that are not that were bad during Jonathan's time? Can you boldly and tell us if you have that integrity? Forget all of those things. It is good to criticize other people because you are not part of them. But if you are part of them, you will not be able to speak. We know majority of them that are working with this administration. We know what they stood for in the past before this administration. But as soon as they were given appointment, they changed. So what are we talking about? We know how all of these things play. And nobody has the right to tell the man. He can speak. Let him speak whenever he wants to speak. Once things are going wrong, even a lot of people who spoke against Goodluck Jonathan that time, not that they just made those things up. What are we talking about? After all, PDP came to apologize. What are we saying? So we should continue to clap for them. And if Buhari is not doing well, they should tell him to his face. Tell him to his face, you're not doing things rightly. So this idea of he's not ruining his career. To me, that is a man of integrity, because now he's not keeping quiet. If he's keeping quiet, of course, people can start blaming him. People can start blaming him. Nobody should come and sit down. If you are in APC and you are hearing, forget it, because you are in APC now, you can support APC. But during PDP time, you were criticizing, but now you are supporting them. A lot of things are going wrong now. The APC people cannot see it. Some who are really economical with the truth, they'll see the truth. They don't want to speak about it, whether they are covering or maybe they are not even seeing it. So all of them should not blame. They are all the same. They are all the same. They are not better off. Nobody should come and sit down and tell us that APC is bad, this and that, PDP this and that. All of them. If that is your own palaver, if you are affiliated to them, all of them put together. In as much today we cannot be proud of Nigeria, forget it. All of them, they are failed Nigerians. That's in my own opinion. Telling me for Soyinka not to speak is not acceptable, not at all. So let's hear your opinion. Please respectfully put your opinion down. Let's have your take. Thank you.